Hello everyone, welcome back to the Bellydance Steps and Stories. I'm Monah Zayn and today I have a pleasure to have my second guest, the amazing Michelle, and the most talented tribal fusion dancer in Japan. Michelle, welcome to the show. I'm so happy to have you here today.
Thank you, Mona, for having me. I'm very excited about this. When she told me about that she's starting her new podcast, and when she told me, I'm like, yeah, I want to be in. So now we are here. I'm very happy. Thank you for inviting.
I'm still not so get used to talk in front of camera, but I'm having fun.
Yes.
And have you from the beginning is wow, it's make my heart calm down. And I would like to start about the beginning of your journey. So we talked before, and then I got very surprised that you start with belly dancing, a oriental dance. So how did the belly dance first came to your life? How was it?
So it's a very funny story, actually. I was coming out of high school and I got into university. And once I got entered, I had like 3 months until I started the university.
Yes.
And I'm like, I want to go on a diet. So I found this flyer at my house and it says belly dance classes nearby. And I'm like, oh, I heard belly dance, you can lose weight. I'm gonna go. And so I started going. It was like a little after the huge boom in Japan for belly dance. I think it was a little after, so I knew about it for like a year or two, I think.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, I want to lose weight, so I started.
Wow.
I did it, I don't think, maybe YouTube started it. I probably had a computer, but I didn't really search anything. I just went.
Okay. Do you remember how was your first, very first class?
I did. It was fun. I loved it. I instantly knew that this was the dance I really wanted to try.
Oh my God.
It was very interesting. Your head didn't have to move, but your body had to move separately. And
This is
actually,
fascinating. Yeah.
before belly dance, I used to do like jazz dance when I was
Alright.
smaller, like elementary or middle school age. And I really loved dancing, but I was not good at it.
Okay.
Like I had my head still since then. I don't know what it is. Like I didn't like my hair touching my face. So I had my head really still and I danced. I really liked it, but I was always at the edge when there was like a recital.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't good. But I really like dancing, but it just didn't click to me, the jazz dance. And the music that they use, like pop music, like I wasn't really fond of pop music. So when I went to the first belly dance class, like you didn't have to move your head. Like I didn't know it, but unconsciously I knew that my head wasn't moving when I danced. So it was perfect for me.
So it's like really fits you and everything and your body. You know, because I usually heard that tribal fusion dancers also come from the hip hop. Not really, but I had this image, maybe because the break dancing a little bit.
It came after, I think.
Okay.
Not in the beginning.
Oh.
But I've never done hip hop either. But
Wow. This is very interesting.
yeah, and then after a few years, I remembered why I started, and then I didn't lose much weight. Maybe I got a little toned a little bit, but not so much.
Yeah.
But still, I really liked the dance. I continued.
Okay. Wow. Nice. And do you remember your first performance as a student?
Yes. So I think I started 2009. That's when I got into university. So 2009, and then 2011, I made a friend at university who studied Oriental. I was already doing tribal fusion. Well, it's a long story, but she she and I got together and practiced, and we did like Oriental and tribal fusing performance at the school competition.
Wow.
That was my first belly dance performance. It was way before my teacher's recital or party.
Oh, uh,
Yeah, I made my own
you made it.
choreography.
But how long, like you had you experience
So I
to make
think,
your own choreography?
yeah, I was doing Oriental for like half a year. Then I got really sick.
Oh, okay.
I got into hospital for like 3 months and a half, and then the only thing I had was like a DVD to watch. And then I found Tribal Fusion.
Oh, was it the time of DVD?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a lot.
Yeah, and then that's when I discovered Rachel Bryce.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's what I want to do. So once I got out of the hospital, I searched for Tribal Fusion teachers in Tokyo, and I found my teacher. So Oriental for me is like very short, and also the teacher was teaching like a gypsy like skirt kind of. So it wasn't like Oriental. It was like a fusion style of Oriental, but still, yeah. And so, yeah, I made my own choreography somehow, trying to like.
You used some of props used? You
No
remember?
props.
No props.
No props. But I was like all fusion. I made my own costume, my first one.
All right.
Because I couldn't find anything that was like a set. So I went to this shop in Tachikawa, which was quite far. Hachioji? There was this garamu where they sold like pieces, like feathers and like shells and some travel coins maybe. So just like trying to figure it out, like looking at the DVD and trying to make the bra and like everything. I had no idea how to make it.
But it's exciting.
Yeah, it was
I
so
love
fun.
to make my own costume when I have a chance. It's so
Yeah.
special.
It is.
Yeah, it's
so-
you create it from the beginning. Yeah, but we're gonna talk and still gonna talk about costumes and accessories as well. But going to the professional career, I would like to know when you decide to be a professional dancer and now teacher. When was the click to become dancer? Why you wanted?
I didn't want to.
Okay. This is also helps. I helped me too.
Yeah.
It wasn't very natural.
I never thought that I would be a professional dancer, like ever. I hate sweating. Well, I love dancing, but sweat is just not my thing. I used to be a music kind of person. I would do like electron, saxophone, guitar when I was younger. So I'm like all music kind of girl, and like sweating, nah, it's not my thing. Like sports, nah. So like me being a sweaty teacher now, it's funny. I only started, so after, when I graduated university, my place that I worked for wanted me to be a full-time. I was a part-time. And also my parents also wanted me to be a full-time to have a stable job.
Oh,
Of course.
yeah.
And I'm like, give me 1 year. And at the end of the year, there was this TIBC 2014.
I remember TIBC.
And like, yeah, I told my parent, like, just give me 1 year. And if it doesn't work out, then I'll be a full-time. And so, I wasn't aiming for the competition, but it just so happened to be, oh, there's this competition. Maybe I should give it a try, kind of thing. And I sent the video. I took the video on the day of the deadline in my house. And I just sent it in and just see how it goes. And I was chosen as a finalist. I'm like, oh, and all the other competitors were teachers already. I was like no one. And I'm like, I'm just gonna have fun. So I made this.
I know the feeling.
So I made this whole new choreography. I knew that the judges will be foreign judges, so I wanted to have like a Japanese fusion. So I used like a fox mask and like
I remember.
a Japanese umbrella.
I watched this competition. Yeah.
So like I was having so much fun. I had like 1 month until the day. So I like practiced pretty much every day. And I'm like, oh, should I do this well? That'll be so fun. And like, so I was having so much fun. I wasn't even thinking about winning actually. it was just, it's like my first time competing. Well, to be honest, it was the second time because I had the school competition. But yeah, and then on the day I did my best. It was fun, and like I was chosen as Stephen Eggers' pick. Like one of the judges picked me, and I'm like, yay, wow! And then the third winner, the second winner, wow! The first winner, Michelle, wow! Wait, me? What? They're all teachers. Like I don't, yeah, but. Yeah, that was surprising. And then since then, people noticed me, I think. And I was invited to actually Nagoya to teach a workshop that same year. First time teaching a belly dance class. First time teaching a dance.
Wow.
So that's how I started teaching. And, I was still a student of my teacher, Jo. So I would perform with her as her student group, and I only did that pretty much for a few years. And I don't think I got paid in the beginning, of course not. Yeah.
At the beginning, even if you were start as a professional, it's very difficult to get a salary.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a very difficult one by one step.
Yeah.
It seems like this. But become a professional, you also need to create your own choreography. How is the process of creation for you? Where did you get this inspired to make choreographies?
Yeah, that started before I was a professional. So when I was in high school and I was in a dance club in Japan, we would have, recitals every year. So we got to choose the music, and the teacher let us, create our own choreography. So I think I tried a few, creating and teaching kohai.
Yeah.
So I think that's when it started. But back then I remember when I would close my eyes and imagine a stage, like a person will start dancing for me. That's like the image that started me with choreography, I think. Like this guy, like it's usually like a black male, I don't know why, but he would go this way, so I'll go that way. That's how I choreographed. Like, but I think more like a formation wise.
I have a question, like a personal question. Like when you choreography, you have the first idea or before, or you have a first the idea and after that you look for the music, or you have the music first and then you create the choreography?
There's many ways.
Yeah.
It can start from anywhere. It can start from a concept or idea. It can start from a music. I also start from costume. So those three are where I start, I think. But it depends on each one. Sometimes, recently, the organizers like to have like a themed belly dance show. So sometimes I get the concepts first. Or I could make my own concept. Like maybe I saw this news about something that I wanted to make it into a dance. I sometimes do that too. It could come from watching something, reading something, just being encountering like vocabularies. It could be anything. It could be like a painting as well. I could also be inspired by watching dances.
A different dances.
Yeah, different dances. Yes. So there's that. Or many of the times are from music. Like I would just browse a lot of music and be like, oh, I like that one. I like that one. Someday I want to dance to that. And I have a full playlist of music that I want to dance to. So there's that. And costume. Sometimes I start with a costume. I might order a costume without any concept or music, because when I order, it's usually a foreign designer that I wouldn't know when it's gonna arrive. So I just order anyway. Like, oh, I like your style. I'm just gonna order it. Like, I don't know what color, but And then once it arrives, I decide the music. So that could happen too.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
So if we go through now for the tribal fusion, for our listeners, also me, I would like to know, what is tribal fusion?
Tribal fusion is a style of belly dance that the Americans made, is what I would say. The simplest way to say is that, I think. It was created in San Francisco, well, in the west area of the United States in 19. Tribal fusion itself is a little vague. I would say maybe 1990 or 2000, but the one that was inspired would start from like 1970 or 60. So it's quite new.
Oh, okay.
So it started from some dancers and then it emerged into tribal fusion. And the distinction between the Oriental style and tribal fusion, I would say, is the taste of music that we use.
Oh, really?
You can use any kind of music, but many of us like a little darker side, a little dark, maybe a little electronic music inspired. We love that. But not only that, but we pretty much, I think most of the dancers like that. The costumes, it used to be mostly black, I would say, like black base, and then you could add like other colors. Nowadays it's different. You can go all white, all
red, color,
red, all
color,
blue,
yeah,
any color.
Yeah. We start about the talking about the costume and accessories. So you wear your own, you make your own costumes.
Most of the time,
because they are so unique. I love all of them. I have one in my mind that is a dress with long sleeves. Like you had one dress like this.
Oh, yeah.
So
With the
beautiful, and I
prints,
love-
right?
Yes. So how is the costumes part for you? You make, you order. You also mentioned.
Yeah, I do both. I sometimes order from a designer or I make my own. When I make, it's usually like a bra or pants or belt, maybe necklace or body chain, maybe headdress or bracelets. Those are the kinds that I make usually. And I get all the parts from Pakistan, like India, Afghanistan.
So you also sell. You have a shop.
Yeah. I have an online shop. It's getting really expensive because it's antique and the yen is not doing so well right now.
Yeah.
The currency rate is bad.
They are unique pieces.
They're very unique, and I believe that some people would just want to have them even if it's expensive because they're so beautiful.
Yeah.
So I try to import, clean them because they come in all kinds of things around, like a little dusty. I heard that they do that on purpose to make it a little more antique. But anyways,
clean and make the
clean,
design,
make
the parts, sometimes a belt or sometimes attached to the skirt.
Yeah, so I do that, and right now I started to take orders for costumes, not only jewelry.
Because often see the Oriental shops and the costumes online, but fusion, it's difficult to find. I have this impression. Maybe because I'm not looking for it, but Oriental costumes we see more.
Yeah, that's probably because tribal people started from handmade. Yeah, the Americans, the early tribal fusion dancers, they would make their own costume usually. And when the Bellydance Superstar started, Rachel Bryce was probably one of the first ones to join and tour the world. So they would go touring and get all the different parts from each areas and combining it to their costume. Like they'll be like, this horn is from somewhere, this brooch is from France, this is from anywhere. So whenever they travel, they would go to the antique shop there to get something that they like, and then they fuse. So in that sense, there is no, there used to not be a costume that you can just buy. Right now, there are like a pattern of designs that you can find, and like probably made in China. that like maybe, you know, fusion dancer starters can start from there maybe now. So that's really nice. It looks tribal, but I know the design that it's, you know, it's made a lot.
Do you keep your costumes with you, or
I do.
you? Oh,
Well,
you have a place for all them.
I used to, but I moved last year and we got into a little smaller place. So now, the very first time last year, I gave it out to my students. Some of them, but not all of them. But it was very, I don't know, a little sad to, you know, let the costume go. But when I saw it on my students wearing them, it was really nice.
Yeah, in the beginning I had the same feeling, and now I want to keep all with me. Because in the beginning also I made my own costume, I remember. But it's coming a lot, and then I had no place to put it. And then I started to give away a little bit, 1 or 2, 3, and now I have like, okay, I'm not gonna use this costume anymore. And when I see my students wearing it, I'm so happy. It's continue. It's a piece of me somewhere dancing. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's costume is they have a special place in our hearts for sure. So we go to personal life, and you know, Michelle is not only a dancer; she's also a mother. And I'm so curious to know, how do you manage this both life? Because you do very well. So please teach us something. How to do it?
I have one boy. He is 4 years old. I had this feeling when I was pregnant. Before I got pregnant, my dream of being a dancer and pregnant woman and being dancer and mother was different from what I am right now. So I had a different expectation.
Talk about a little bit the pregnancy time. You did the lessons?
I thought I would be that dancer who can teach all her pregnancy. But when I got pregnant, I noticed it right away because I was sleeping like whole day for like few days, and I'm like, that's weird. So I noticed it really right away. And then once I got the pregnancy test positive, I started my morning sickness. And it was pretty bad. And it was around the time when COVID hit. So it wasn't too weird for me to cancel classes. I don't think I canceled anything, but it was just the great timing where I was kind of like off and on classes because it was COVID. And yeah, the first trimester, I was at home feeling nauseous, and I taught maybe once or twice a month or something like that. And then once it got bigger, people of course noticed, and I had the student show, so I performed. But I really wanted to be the dancer who could dance through pregnancy, but I hated being pregnant. I just thought
you felt heavy or difficult to move?
Yeah, jama.
It was too big and heavy.
So in the way, all the dances that I wanted to do in my style is like more abdominal. But when the baby is there, I couldn't do it. And it was irritating. I was frustrated all the time when I tried to dance. Like, if you use your arms and you travel, maybe it works. But for me, I wanted to do all this like little locks, and like it didn't work because he was there. And so I got really frustrated dancing. And so the second trimester, I think I taught a few classes, maybe coming into third trimester. But the third trimester, I knew that I didn't want to dance. I didn't. So all I did was exercise at home. I watched this YouTube for prenatal yogas and exercises. So I did that all day, like every day.
Because people say that, well, in belly dancing, if you do like the figure 8, it's good for giving birth. I don't know if it's true. You felt something different? No.
Well, I think the training was really good for me. I didn't have a backache. I didn't have urine leak or before or after. So I think the exercise was really good. Probably belly dance would be good too, as long as you keep your muscles tight.
And then you give it birth, then the baby came,
Yeah.
and you restart dancing again. How long it took it?
I know many moms will go back after 2 or 3 months after giving birth, but just I have this instinct that I want to go back later than that. So I gave birth in October. I started teaching March or April. So it was considered a little late in the community, but I didn't want to risk my health for what the expectations is in the community. So I took my time, a lot of time. And it was around April, I think. I started dancing a little bit, teaching just like one class a week. And of course, with the help of school and the family, of course. And then I had regular classes from maybe July. So, and my very first performance was in September, which was 11 months after I was giving birth. Yeah, I didn't want to rush myself. I wanted my body to heal. And it took like 2 years for my mind to be back in my body. Like I felt like I was like not in my body for a while, which is what like you know like mom's fog.
Yeah, I heard
Mothers,
that.
yeah, you do have that. Like it's really easy for you to forget something. Like you forgot to bring something that happens a lot. Your mind is like not in your body. Like it's a separate thing. Like it doesn't work so well.
I can imagine.
Yeah, so I took my time and I'm glad I did. I don't think I have anything that is triggering from the pregnancy now because I took a very good long rest while trying to raise a baby.
Wow.
So that was the beginning. And of course, you need to have, so I tried to go back to the same routine of having 2 or 3 shows a month and trying to figure it out, you know, raising the boy and all that. I actually also went to a different country for teaching and performing when he was around 1. But once the baby becomes a little bigger, he would notice who's who and he will look for mom. And even though he was with so many other, you know, like grandmas and teachers, he still wanted mommy. So after when he was like 2, 3 years old, and right now 2, I decided to decrease my shows up to once a month. And so that I can have more time for him because like I feel like the world has enough dancers. It doesn't have to
But
be.
we still need Michelle sometimes.
So, but he only has one mom.
Oh yeah, it's true.
And he's gonna grow up someday.
Yeah,
well, of course, the community will be growing with us. We're gonna all get old, but you know, people. You know, I feel like everyone can wait for me if they want me.
I totally understand.
But
Thank
he
you for
needs
sharing.
me right now, so I trying to make time for him now.
That's good. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah. Thank you for sharing.
The balance is difficult, but I try.
Well, and to finish up this, I was thinking about we always have this memory of the beginning, and what would you say to yourself for the Michelle who started the lesson because maybe I can lose some weight in that time? What you would say to her?
Continue.
Continue.
Even if you take a break, you can always come back. So continue.
Oh, this is powerful. This is good. And what would you say to the beginners who just start belly dancing or they are interested in tribal fusion dance? What do you say to the beginners, and what would you like to advance to the professionals who would like to be a teacher or just to be a professional dancer?
Respect the community. Yeah, you have to have respect to others in order for you to respect yourself and for people to respect you. So will be the person who gives, not only receive, but also give. Meaning, for your own sake, you should go watch shows, professional shows, and take workshops and all that. And then it's not, that would not only be for you, but will be for the community to continue to support the community. So have a good respect to others, as I would say.
Wow, thank you. So we have also the very fun Kick of Fire. It's an answer question that she has to answer with one word. And I would start with your favorite prop.
Sword.
Sword. Oh my God, we had the sword together now. A little bit doki doki.
This too, but I also like sword.
Okay, sword. So your favorite dancer?
Oh my gosh, I have so many favorite dancers. Wait, one word.
It just, the first one came to your mind.
Rachel Bryce. Yeah, my teacher.
So a live music show or CD?
Live musicians.
Live musicians is good. So would you like more solo or group performance?
Group.
Group performing, very good. And how about your favorite music?
Something but trap music.
Oh,
Arabic trap.
Okay, it was fun. I love it. Thank you, Michelle. I'm so happy, to have this talk with you. And I also, the listeners, I think they had so much fun and to get to know you. A lot of things that I think we don't talk in our everyday life, and we don't have also time to talk when we have lessons. So I would like you to tell to people about your upcoming events and new project for 2026, and about your classes, how we can find your classes.
Thank you. Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah,
it was a pleasure to be here. I love talking, so I might talk too much. You might need to cut it.
I love talking. I talk here all the time.
For my classes, I usually teach in Tokyo every Saturday. You can search Michelle Bellydance. That could maybe come to my website, Michelle Bettridge. So there's that. I have a website. I have an Instagram, so you could check that out for schedules. And for upcoming events, I'm having a very big festival next year. It is a improvisational festival for dance and music.
Oh, this is new.
So for any dancers or musicians, they can come, well, they can apply, and they can come and perform improv. You don't have to be
a tribal fusion
it
dance?
doesn't only have to be tribal fusion now. Even non-belly dancers can come and join.
Oh,
Yeah, it'll be in Saitama in July 4th, I think. Yeah, it's a very big hall with 3 audiences.
Free like this, like a triangle.
Yes, it'll be 3, and then you can have your group performance. It'll be really fun, I think. So hopefully many people can join us. We will have professional dancers and professional musicians there as well.
Wow, it's the show performance or like a competition?
It's a hafla and show and maybe a party.
Okay.
So hopefully in the end we can all be like having fun, dancing and playing instruments, and
Wow, this is new. This is something to see, everybody. Please check it out, the information.
Yes.
Yeah, so Michelle, thank you again. It's so good to have you. And I'm very happy to have you and to 2025 in October, the Soul of Cleopatra in Silk Road Cafe in Kingston. And we had Michelle playing as, I don't know, she is the sister of Cleopatra. Also follow her in her social media. I will leave all the information, the script below, so you can check. So thank you again. Thank you, my listen, to have this time with us. And this is it. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Everybody keep dancing.
Keep
and,
dancing.
See you the next episode.
Bye.